Hey everybody, Corey and Serge are back with some more quarantine reactions of Tiger King.
With Alu and Gobi.
Yes, this is Alu Gobi right here, respectively.
Aw, bye Alu.
Now, you gotta tame these cats. You gotta take good care of these cats. We feed them wet food twice a day, just a little under an ounce. Actually, I don't know if that's how much we give them.
I don't think we give them an ounce.
So guys,
actually, it's not that much.
We are ready to watch Cult of Personality. Look at my eyes. What do you see?
What is that?
A Cult of Personality. Is that the Cult of Personality song?
Who sings it?
I don't remember who sings it, but it was CM Punk's theme song. WWE. And also it was a good song. Anyway, guys, Corey wants to rectify the intro from last week or last time you saw whatever you watched it.
I have to say, this is not this. I'm a newbie. I'm a noob. I don't know what I'm doing.
She felt put on the spot.
I felt
when
very
I told
put on the
her
spot
to talk about
to
herself.
describe myself. I'm very awkward, so I'm gonna be awkward during these reactions.
She's
so
not
bear
awkward.
with me.
She's not awkward at all.
I work in healthcare, so I'm just hanging out, doing these reactions, quarantine with my quarantine bae. So we'll see how it goes. But yeah, we're glad you guys are joining us. Thank you for being understanding, and we hope that you have fun as we dive into this shit show that is the Tiger King.
Yeah. The first episode was pretty good. There must be a reason everyone's talking about it, so I bet it's just gonna get zanier and zanier. So.
I just got off the phone with my friend who said his friend has watched it already 3 times. And is about to watch it for 4.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So,
I could never watch a property that many times.
Like Lost.
No. I don't know what that show is. Guys, this is not a market substitute for Tiger King, Murder, Mayhem, and Madness. You know how to support the official release. Watch it on Netflix. And if you support us on Patreon, you can help us do skits, podcasts, the gaming channel, cooking show, video essays, all the fun creative endeavors that we do on this channel.
All the goodies.
You get uncuts and early access episodes. And all the goodies. And look at did you hide that wine glass? No, I wanted to show it.
No.
We were drinking some of that Game of Thrones wine.
The Game of Thrones wine.
And oh my God, Chelsea, I don't know if you can zoom in on this in here, but
this disgustingness.
It's like powder. It's like poison powder. It's like the poison that killed Joffrey. So we're drinking the Game of Thrones wine.
I don't even want to look at it.
Okay, yeah, it's pretty gross.
Put it on the
it's pretty gross.
All right.
All right, you ready to start this? Shout out to Amanda B, by the way. She is one of our OG subscribers. She knows somebody that's in this documentary. She didn't say who.
The front door.
Yeah, she's from Florida.
Oh, I'm excited. I'm excited to find out who it is.
Yeah, I'm curious too.
Is Joe your crazy uncle?
Joe Exotic.
Uncle? Joe Exotic?
Joe Exotic, he's a good dude. Old Diamond Dallas Page looking dude. We're gonna play this. We're gonna start this off now.
Yeah.
We got claws on deck.
Turn it up.
Emergency. Got an employee that was attacked by a tiger, and he's hurt bad.
Oh crap.
At GW?
They're just jumping right in.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's at Joe's.
They're just jumping into it like
Is it that girl? It's that girl.
Oh no, the one with the.
It's the one who.
Well, that's how she lost it.
Out of the driveway. Give me a stretcher out of the gun.
I didn't even realize she
Fire
had.
extinguisher.
Did they show her with both arms last episode?
No.
In these flashback?
No, it's always been
archive?
that. Remember, because the one guy had no legs.
I gotta look out for him in the old footage. He's probably had legs before he started working there.
About an hour ago, we had an incident where one of the employees stuck their arm through the cage and a tiger tore her arm off.
Oh my God.
Bro, you recorded yourself saying that to customers? I mean, I appreciate the honesty, but why would you do that?
Tiger mauling in Wynnewood, Oklahoma. Tiger attack. Blah, blah,
Wynnewood.
Fence ripped the skin off the bone.
Joe and John Rinke had already come to the. So my hand was still a functioning hand at the time, just really bandaged up and in a lot of pain.
Oh God.
But the next morning, the surgeon came in and said, "Hey, Saf, it's going to be, about 2 years of reconstructive surgery."
Fuck.
He said, "Or you can amputate it." And I said, "Amputate it."
What?
And they're still working at the.
I would have done 2 years, man.
If I stayed in that hospital, the media wins.
She got an Echo shirt on. I used to wear Echo in high school.
I seen how
So
much
hard.
they blew it up into this horror story that I felt like the best thing to do was get right back to work.
Never.
I was back on the
You
plane
notice like the little
5 days
backdrop they
after
have for
my-
her
5
interview?
days after
It was a total of 7
amputation?
days in the hospital.
No way! You couldn't pay me enough!
She got a cat too. You see where they put her as like a gasoline tank next to her and like a Phillips 60? It's like the most trashiest looking setup, but they actually set that up for that shot.
A lot of people think tigers took my legs. No, it actually happened.
Reasonable to
Zip
assume.
line accident.
I do like his prosthetics. Those are pretty cool.
Yeah, that's pretty dope.
Crushed my feet, broke my hip, broke my back. tore all my
Zip lining. I love zip lining. Don't ruin
insides.
zip lining for me.
But I can move a big toe, and that's when I said, I can do this. So I took it on myself to learn how to walk.
Wow.
Usually you build up muscles, you build up calves, you build up your heel, you know, your ankle. Well, I couldn't build all that up. So I was literally walking on bone.
Ooh.
I bet I walked 20 miles a day at that zoo.
Come on.
12 hours a day, 7 days a week.
Dude,
That-
what the fuck?
I just ended up losing my
That worker just lost their arm, their hand,
And he's just tongue
their
kissing a
forearm.
bear.
Yeah,
Fucking full on Frenching a bear.
they are pretty cool looking legs.
It's hard to explain the addiction of exotic animals. I
Like a little
felt it
dog.
when I got to hold a tiger in my hands. When I got to get in a cage with 6, 8-month-old tigers.
Oh my god.
There's something very addicting about it.
They made me bleed.
It's all about, look at me. They want to use those cats to elevate
That's a porn star.
status.
Really?
Yeah, Rachel Starr.
How do you know? Just kidding. I watched your Hot Ones. I already know. I already know about the folder.
But if I wanted to just buy a regular baby tiger from a breeder, how much would it cost?
$2,000. And keep in mind, it's illegal now.
You can't buy, sell, trade, or barter anything endangered. But they ain't a damn zoo out there that ain't buying cubs when they don't have them. Some of the places that the cubs have actually went to, you got Doc Antle in the Carolinas, you got Brown Zoo, you got Tim Stark.
Oh, that's in Indiana.
If people are concerned about tigers, they should be donating their money to places like mine, where we breed them. Number one, they're an endangered species. Duh. What's the first thing you should do to protect an endangered species?
Duh.
Make more, not eliminate the source.
But are you making them properly? Hey, Mitty Bhagavan.
Mario Tibro in Miami has a criminal history. His claim to fame is being one of the biggest
Whoa.
drug dealers that our state ever knew. But despite having this criminal background, he operates a wildlife menagerie.
Weird crossover there.
Well, I feel like you hear about a lot of drug lords having exotic animals.
Actually, that's true.
Didn't Pablo
Pablo?
Escobar have
Yeah.
like hippos and?
I think he had some wildlife,
Yeah,
that's for
yeah.
sure.
Don't go for my leg. Come on. Come on. There you go.
Don't go for my leg.
Can I take it from you? Yes. Can I throw it? Go get it. Go
Is this
get it.
Mario?
We interact with our animals. We give them love and passion. If you can't give them the wild that they supposedly deserve, that doesn't exist anymore, you give them as much happiness as you can. And they do get bonded with humans.
See, like, I don't know. I kind of understand that. If they are endangered, they're dying and they're breeding them, though. So what's wrong with that?
Mario's drugstore specializes in marijuana, cocaine, and quaaludes. Anybody interested, come get it, including you. Metro Dade, Organized Crime Bureau. They got me on tape.
Fucking quaaludes, man. This is Scarface footage. Not live action, but I don't doubt he must have done some shit like that.
Got a crazier partner than me. Says, let's just cut up and burn them.
Whoa.
So we burned them.
Oh, sure, your partner's idea was that.
The judge gave me 100 years, but I won the appeal. It cost me 12 years of my life.
12 years, man. I mean, he done that his time, I guess, but
12 years.
he's...
I will have to say, being in quarantine gives you a little bit of an understanding of the psychological effect of prison.
Yeah. Now imagine-
Except we get to leave. We have a much nicer place.
We get
have all of
Wi-Fi.
yeah, we have Wi-Fi. We get to do things like this.
But yeah, no, I get it. On a micro level, kind of understand it.
So of all the cat people, you're possibly closest to Doc Antle.
Yeah, because we learned a lot from each other, and he did a lot of things for me when I came out of prison.
We have 28 species of primates.
And you nurse these?
I won.
Literally raise them in your own house.
Right now, this is the only one I have, but at times I have 7 or 8 that we raised.
In your bedroom?
He has a
In
little.
a bedroom at night.
My best friend Gramp had a little capuchin monkey, like the monkey from Ace Ventura, and she used to carry it. The mom had like very large breasts, and she used to carry it in her
cleavage
shirt.
pouch?
Yes.
That's
And
fucking
carry it
gnarly.
around with her when it was a little baby. And then as it grew up, it would just like run around the house.
That'd be interesting to see on the street, just walking. Got a monkey in her tits?
What kind of doctor is he?
Mystical science.
Mystical science?
Yeah.
Okay.
Who's that?
One of his wives.
One of his wives. I like that answer.
He's very eccentric. Like,
How many wives does he have?
I would say he has 3.
He has 3 wives.
Yes.
Polygamy.
Dr. Antle, he has 4 or 5 wives.
Damn.
Well, he has 3 or 4 girlfriends.
He has like 9 wives.
How many wives does Doc Antle have?
Of course he has 9 wives, because a cat has 9 wives.
I don't fucking care.
I don't fucking care. Is that what he said?
Yeah.
Tigers, we have people that have joined our apprentice program over the decades.
The most unsuspecting people
Come on, generally as
have multiple
teenagers.
wives.
This is my longtime girlfriend, partner, China, the blonde lady running the stuff here. Rajani, the little Italian lady, 20 years ago, when she was a young woman, she came and lived with me, has been staying there ever since.
So you took advantage of these girls while they were young.
The pretty blonde with the big teeth.
What does the name Bhagavan mean? Bhagavan means that you're a friend of God.
There it is. Here it comes.
Bhagavan is the master of the universe.
Bhagavan is kind of the shit. God, call himself God? He owns a fucking tiger complex, multiple
Got, like,
wives.
a harem.
So there's this concept where a guru will touch you and you'll become enlightened. So essentially it's
Shaktipa?
Shaktipa with penis. Well, I guess. I don't know. His touch brings them up to his level of enlightenment.
Shaktipa?
Alright.
Doc Antle is like my mentor.
Baby, why don't you ever make me music videos like this? Why
Look,
don't you ever sing to me like this?
well, you want to go out in the snow like that? I mean, put snow in your hair and shit? I can do it, babe. It's got to be Bollywood style, though. Got to go to multiple locations.
Oh, he's got Joe's name on it.
Gay, but you know, he lives with Joe.
He has Joe Multiple.
Bro.
He has what? Babe, why don't you get that tattoo?
Right on my crotch line, right on the V.
Property of Corey D.
God damn it. I would never do that, babe. Don't get offended, but I'd never put your name on my
Hi, I'm
body.
Travis Maldonado. I'm 19 years old and I am from Southern California. And I am tall, tan, and beautiful.
And humble.
Joe immediately is like love struck by this. Joe says,
How straight are you? And he goes, pretty straight. And I said, you watch porn? He said, yeah. I said, well, do you enjoy the guy with the little one doing her, or do you enjoy watching the guy with the big one doing her? And he said, well, obviously you want to watch the guy with the big one. I said, well, you ain't that straight.
That's a funny test. Joe Exotic convinced him he was gay just by looking at a guy's dick in porn.
Gathered to witness the union of Travis.
He doesn't even look into it.
It's waiting.
Go with love. You may now kiss.
Aww. That is, look at all the
Wait,
decorations
so
on
basically they just married him. They didn't marry each other.
Yeah.
But I thought they all got married to each other.
No, just Joe.
Polyamory, man.
He looks up to Bhagavan. He's trying to be his own little Bhagavan.
How much do people get paid?
$100 a week.
What? That's fucking nothing. Or was this a long time ago?
No, I mean, she worked there from 1998 to 2007 or something.
Yeah, I don't think $100 a week even cut it back then.
Has an army of people working for free.
Here you go.
She is not a stupid woman. She makes everybody else do her dirty work.
Get all your classes done and you're going to apply for yellow shirt.
It takes about almost a year to get your yellow. Then you have to have your yellow for a full year. And then you can apply to be a green shirt.
And these are all volunteers.
I know, you're not even...
Oh, she's smart.
She can make all these people think that everybody else in society are abusers but her. I mean, she's a master marketer. I'll give her that.
Got a good point.
Yeah, I mean, why pay them if they'll volunteer to do it for you?
See, Oh my god.
What the?
The first thing they'll say is, "I love your videos."
Oh my
No.
god. This is no. This is some cringe content beyond the normies level of achieving.
I feel like this is giving really good ideas for the next normies, like Valentine's Day, cringy.
Yep, our next Valentine's video is gonna be with tigers.
All tigers. Or like Chris dressed as a tiger.
I saw a tiger. Tiger saw
Oh, my.
me.
Hi, I'm Joe Exotic, and this is Big Cat Rescue.
We went to go on a tour of Big Cat Rescue, and I paid my fees to go on a tour, and I videotaped the tour.
Were you accredited as a sanctuary?
I went to the gift shop and introduced myself, and I said, well, in a couple hours, look up, it'll be me. So we went to this little airport outside of Tampa and rented a helicopter.
This is petty though.
Wanted to get footage.
He's so petty.
They was talking about dropping a grenade.
Dude, come on.
Pulling the pins and just dropping them out of the
They're gonna kill the cats.
And people.
We always have.
But he's like all about, cat preservation, so.
It's probably gonna get me in trouble, but it's eat off the meat truck.
Ugh. Like the tiger meat?
That picked up meat from all these Walmarts in the area that had expired to feed the animals.
That's clever. I mean, that's.
And you put a brisket in your basket and a couple of T-bone steaks, you can go to the cash register and your credit card declines or your check declines. It can't go back, it goes to the trash.
Really?
Once it leaves that cold shelf, it cannot go back.
Oh, man.
Wow.
Also, expired food they just throw out. When really they should be donating it to zoos or like to animals like this. So this is a good thing he's doing because there's so much wasted food every day.
So I don't know about like frozen food and cold food, but I know that, like stuff that you can put in the cabinets, when you take it to a food bank, they'll accept it for like a year or two after the expiration date.
Oh yeah?
Mm-hmm.
But like,
I don't know about meat though.
Walmart and Kroger and like their process or operation probably doesn't entail taking this stuff to a food bank or like a zoo after it expires. I think they just throw it out.
The water didn't run in the bathroom, one air conditioner for the entire thing.
Oh my God, there he is!
No.
That's disgusting.
I would be like, ugh.
Not only are they abusing the people that work there, they're abusing the animals there as well.
And you have several unpaid laborers.
Feel like they
Yeah.
I mean, I admit the culty shit is weird. But you ain't no saint yourself, Carol.
You can't keep them all. That's a bad business decision. Because, once a tiger gets out of the stage where you can use them, they're nothing more than a bill then.
We've had whistleblowers come to us and say that they've heard a gunshot in the middle of the night and the next day there's no cat. And I think that these people are smart enough to only use their very closest circle of people that they've got good dirt on. It takes a few people to lift a big cat, unless you heart him out right there, I guess.
Dang.
That's fucked up.
And anytime anybody attacks her, she goes after them with her millions. She inherited it from her husband that's dead and missing for years.
Wait, her
Ooh,
husband's
mystery.
dead?
Ooh, did the cat
Vanished like the tigers that get shipped off to who knows where.
Her husband disappeared.
The lady who runs Big Cat Rescue, who seems, in my opinion, to be completely out of her gourd, and seems, in my opinion, to have killed her own husband potentially.
Carol Baskin's third husband. And they can't find his body.
Third husband?
Children from a previous marriage and former secretary have been quoted as saying that they believe Carol fed him to a tiger.
They have done a very good job.
Oh, that's it?
All right.
They're gonna
all
leave
right,
us on
all right.
that? Oh!
They have done a very good job of playing both sides of the story.
But, Carol, this one made me hate Carol a lot.
That's what I'm saying. They've done a very good job of playing both sides so that you don't know if you like Carol. You don't know whose side you're on. They're giving the dirt, but they're also showing the funny and likable parts of each of the characters.
Yeah.
So we have Carol, the millionaire who might have killed her husband and fed him to tigers.
Her third husband.
Her third
now
husband.
she's with concerned eyebrows guy.
Oh, is she?
I thought so, yeah.
Oh, I thought he was just working with her. Okay. And then you've got Bhagavan.
Who's got a harem.
Who has his harem. And how do you... Okay, I have to ask you.
Oh, don't forget Carol is hiring several volunteer workers.
Not hiring. She just has volunteers.
Yeah, she just has them.
Let me ask you a question. How do you feel about... do you feel like it's cultural appropriation when you see someone like... Bhagavan? I don't know. I don't know. Maybe Bhagavan is in here.
I mean, dude looks white as fuck. So I don't...
How do you feel about it?
I don't care. I mean, it's just like he's... I guess I care when he's taking advantage of these girls, kind of, and like making them change their names to like Raja.
Well, that's a different question, right? That's not even a different question. That's a different issue.
That's like
I'm talking about like cultural appropriation.
He's still kind of appropriating them into like using the whole yoga and like Hindu shtick to recruit these people into like somewhat of a cult. So that way, I disagree. But if you're just gonna go around calling yourself Bhagavan, I don't care, but he's literally saying he's like a lord and a god. So
I know.
That's a different story. I think I would be concerned about that. Yeah.
Okay, so then we've got the Lord with his harem.
Yeah.
Who has he's
got 3 wives. He's
then we've got.
He's like the one everybody looks up to. He's the Indianapolis dude who says
he's the Hollywood guy.
Yeah,
he's the Hollywood dude. He looks he looks a lot more put together than all these other folks. Getter. He's a chick getter. And then we've got Joe, our good old boy Joe.
Yeah, Joe Exotic, man. He's hard to hate him.
He's kind of like the Lord Carney. He just collects all the misfits. But it's nice he gives them a home. I mean, it's nice that he gives them a home and gives them a place to go and tries to get them out of drugs. But I don't really believe that they aren't getting into anything.
Yeah. Especially like you're sitting there on that like Tiger Ranch or whatever and just like making out with your husbands and shit and recording everything. It feels like it's run. I was about to say like the normies, but trust me, we're a lot more professional than that. But it feels like it's run just like a hodgepodge business, and it's like what's her name said, the inner circle just knows everything that's going on, and they can just do whatever. I feel like he probably lets them do whatever, but I don't know. Doc Antle makes everybody vegetarian, but you got to change your name and wear sexy, skimpy outfits and get boob jobs.
And get surprise boob jobs.
Surprise boob job. We scheduled you, so I mean. You're scheduled.
Yeah.
I mean, you want to...
Very R. Kelly. God, I had another thought while we were watching, but it's escaping me now.
The Indianapolis dude was he was just talking... He was like the...
He was just saying that he was good friends with Doc, back in the day. Okay. But I do know that there is a cat sanctuary or something in Indiana.
There's a wolf sanctuary.
Oh, wolf sanctuary. Mm-hmm. There's a wolf one, but there is a cat one too, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
Huh. We should go. Do a vlog, talk about what we've seen.
But we won't because it's quarantine time. We have to stay safe.
Social distancing. You think the tigers are practicing social distancing? Probably not. I just wonder, like, it's kind of okay what he's doing. So these tigers
who is
are
doing?
Joe Exotic and like Bhagavan and Lord God. They are taking cats that are endangered and giving them a place where they can breed safely. Now, of course, it's terrible if he's actually killing these cubs like in the middle of the night. But like, you know, they're helping with food wastage or like Walmart, and they're basically perpetuating this species that could go extinct.
But it's this.
So is it that bad?
But you want them to be living in their natural habitat.
But the natural habitat's killing them now because of humans. But
humans are killing them. But
if this is the only way to like.
What do you think of zoos?
Going.
What do you think of zoos?
No, I mean that's a high level question. I went to zoos as a kid.
Normies, we're getting very politically
correct. To a zoo in the last couple of years or so still, and like I'm not gonna lie. The older I get, the more sad I feel. Especially for the orangutan exhibit here at the Indianapolis Zoo. Every time I've gone there, and I've only gone like two or three times, they're all like sleeping or just like looking around like super depressed.
Sad.
Like they don't look happy at all.
So that's kind of the point of this though, is that he has 227. They haven't talked about how many acres of land he has, but he has 227 big cats. And you saw how large those were. What he said, one of them can get as big as like 11 feet and something inches, right? So think about 227 11-foot cats. They're varying sizes, so whatever, you know, give or take. How big of a land do you have to have? So I think that's part of it is the imprisonment.
I feel you, but like he was talking about Carol. What's her name? Carol. Is that her name? Carol.
The hippie queen.
Yeah.
With the flower crown.
He was talking about her place and how the cages are small and how like she doesn't trim the hedges at all, and compared to his, I feel like he does give them a wide open space. Like compared to the animals we see at the zoo that look sad and depressed, I have yet to see a tiger at his place looking all like. At least they're like running around and active and like playing with each other and stuff. You know what I mean?
I guess. I feel like they haven't really focused a ton on the tigers. It's mostly just been on the personality.
Yeah,
so we haven't truly seen his
and they're
whole
just like
place.
eating. They're either eating or they're just like talking in front of them. So we haven't really seen them just chilling yet. There are maybe a few shots, but
I guess no one wants to see just like tigers.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
You know,
but I mean, it's important for the
chilling.
documentary to know if they're actually like, are the tigers happy? One of them. Okay, so the in the case of the biting of the arm, that girl.
Which, by the way, I'm sorry. I lost my arm to a tiger.
Go back to work the same day?
I don't think I'm gonna be going back.
That's a hell of a boss. Like he must have a great, fantastic work culture there.
I got into a go-karting accident. Almost lost my leg.
She got the scars to prove it.
I got the scars to prove it. I still can't go on to go-karts. I can't imagine going back, having a lion or a tiger ripping off your arm or tearing it to the point where, like, you know, they had to surgically reattach it.
Well,
and then losing it and then having to amputate it.
It peeled off like at the fence, like the
that
bone.
fence did not. That was the cat. That was the cat.
Yeah. So, and Joe's response by basically going to like the tour that was currently going on and just straight up announcing like, hey, so here's what happened. If you want to go, you can go. When I first saw it, I'm like, that's how you're going to go about it? But it's kind of good
how
that
else
he
would you?
did that. Like, you know, the owner
How
came
else
and just like
would
straight up
I-
said that. What would you do if you were there and he came and said that? Be like, all right, well, we're leaving now. Or is it like, well, surely it can't happen twice in a day. We're going to stay. It won't
I
be
would
as
think
busy.
it would be inappropriate if he kept it open.
Yeah, maybe he should have closed it. Yeah.
Like, you know, was the zoo open after Harambe? May he rest in peace.
Yeah.
Was
it?
brutally murdered.
I feel like the zoo stayed open.
Well, I mean, it was open while they rescued the kid, but what happened afterwards?
Well, there was this wrestler named Owen Hart. Bret Hart's brother. Bret Hart, one of my favorite
I was gonna say
wrestlers.
Bret Hart.
You know Bret Hart?
Yeah.
He was my favorite. His brother Owen Hart had this gimmick where he was like coming from the top of the ring or whatever, and so there was during a pay-per-view event, he fell, like the cord fell, and he like died in the ring. Like he fell and immediately died because it was like a great height, and there was audience everywhere. It was on TV, and they like.
Of course, I thought it was theatrical.
They
I'm sure.
paused, yeah. They paused and said like, "This is not a gimmick." But then the show like went on, like they just continued because it was only like 3 matches in.
That's just poor taste.
Yeah, that's kind of cruel.
I don't think anyone want to watch that.
But like some people
Though
have
I guess
the mentality
Gladiators,
like the show must go on because like even now in this quarantine you're seeing like Hobby Lobby's like fuck it, Starbucks is like now giving their employees the option.
Starbucks is giving their employees now.
But you know there are some places that literally are not letting you stay at home or like I don't know they rely a lot on their their income to operate. So
we're not talking about that now, though. We're talking about tigers.
We're talking about tigers. I'm sorry, but like the point is, yeah, if like they seem to have a lot of expenses, so I'm sure that he couldn't afford to like shut it down.
How much did you say? It was like 10,000. In what period of time?
Doc Antle said it was 10,000 per tiger a month, but
a month.
What's his name?
Oh yeah.
Joe
It was
said
3,000. Yeah, a month though.
I think per tiger per month. I think. And
okay, hold on. So let's do the math. So 3,000 per tiger, times 227. That's 1, 2.
She's so smart.
7.
Let me get a phone.
671.
I'm gonna check your math here.
Try it. I can't promise that that's the right number.
What was it? 227 times 3,000. 681.
81. Oh, I didn't carry the 1.
681,000. And then you're paying your employees. They're getting.
Well, he said it was 100.
Oh, that was Doc Antle. That was paying them.
Only 100. But no. But I thought that Joe was doing 150 a week plus something a day. I don't remember.
Sex.
I think that was Doc Antle. Well, Joe probably
Joe was fucking
Joe probably too.
Old stud muffin that came by, old 6'2", 15 foot size wearing. I don't know what his name was even. But yeah, they had a wedding, and it was like No, I'm not gonna say anything bad or dehumanizing, but it was a little.
It was a little redneck.
It was a little trashy, a little bit of like, exit sign in the shot. We're just, I don't know why that's such a big.
Hey, love is love.
Even
if you're wearing bright pink cowboy outfits and, I don't know.
When you watch porno, do you watch the guy with the little pecker or the big pecker? He's like, well, of course the big pecker. It's like, then you're gay.
And that's when I knew I loved him. That's when I knew.
It's fucking hilarious, man. I don't know, man. Like, there's a whole, I don't know. I don't want to get into the porno talk.
We have many episodes left.
We're gonna. This is all right. This was better than the first one. I mean,
we're getting into the meat,
the world,
the meat of the
Tiger
story.
King. Murder, mayhem, and madness. And like, as of now, I prefer Joe Exotic over Carol, except for when he says shit like, "Let's drop some grenades over this bitch while we're helicoptering over." That's kind of
He's
weird.
a little.
The Waco thing.
He says some dicey stuff.
Like Carol, for everything people say, she is just kind of a smart businesswoman. I do wish she kept better care of her tigers. I feel like Joe takes better care.
I love how. Wait, hold on. As we're watching the recap of this, I love how when the arm was ripped off, they brought out a fire extinguisher. Like,
push the tiger away. Maybe it was like he'd be like,
"Get him out of here."
All right, good episode, guys. Well, I hope you enjoyed this one, and we will see you on the next one. Bye.
Hey everyone, thanks for watching, and a big shout out to Joe Maggs, Luis, Mike, Mr. Big, Ruby, Sean, Jesse, Smitty, Dane, Allison, Tristan, Carson, Diet Dan, Edward, Kelly Parks, Keyboard Junkie, NYR Fan, and ZJP. Thanks guys, we'll see you next week.